Everyone wants to be happy, but most people are depressed. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety, stop scrolling. In this video, I'm gonna expose the war on your happiness and reveal how to fight back. I'm Matthew Peloso, certified personal trainer, lifelong athlete, and natural men's hormone coach. I've helped dozens of men reclaim their drive through lifestyle evaluation and optimization. And today, I'm gonna help you become biochemically happy again. There is a chemical inside of us known as serotonin. It's known as the happy chemical, and most people think it's released in the brain. The truth is, 90% of this chemical is released in your gut. And what's the #1 physical issue people are complaining about today? Bloating, indigestion, fatigue, weight gain. It's no wonder suicide is a leading cause of death in the United States, and more people are on antidepressants, SSRIs, and mental health medications than ever before. But here's where it gets dark. The food and pharmaceutical industries know this and are waging a biological war on your happiness to keep you easily controllable and dependent on their so-called solutions. The real solution is healing your gut. This will solve 90% of the problem. I know that sounds way too simple. That's why information like this is suppressed, because there's no profit in good health. Here are the top strategies to rebuilding your gut. #1, eliminate everything that is destroying your gut health. Processed foods, genetically modified foods, antibiotics. You ever been sick and you take a round of antibiotics and then next year you have to take the same round of antibiotics because you keep getting sick and you realize your immune system is getting weaker? That's because antibiotics are like the nuclear bomb. They might help kill the enemy, but they're doing so much more damage. They're destroying everything. They're destroying the good bacteria that is helping your immune system. And this will show in your skin health and in your mood. Microplastics and excess processed sugars that feed bad gut bacteria. Eliminate these 5 things and you will see a drastic improvement in your gut health. #2 is introducing probiotics, or the good gut bacteria. And I'm not talking about going to the store or ordering some expensive probiotic supplement, because most of these have very few strains, not even the right strains. They're not even alive at the time that you take them. And if they are, most of them are dead by the time they hit your stomach acid. So let's reintroduce the proper probiotics that for thousands of years we have been consuming and that are able to pass through our body's natural defenses. These come from fermented foods and soil-based probiotics. So incorporating fermented foods, natural fermented foods, such as pickles, sauerkraut, kimchi, and I mean traditionally fermented. So if it has vinegar in it or if it's been pasteurized, it does not contain real probiotics. And most sauerkrauts and actual fermented foods that you would see today in the grocery stores are pasteurized and they're not true fermented. So either make these foods yourself, you can research fermented foods, make them yourself, or get a raw version of these foods from a trusted source. And soil-based probiotics are organisms meant to be in our body that are beneficial to us, that come from healthy soil. And we scrub our food clean with the modern system, the machine. You think of a carrot 20 years ago, you'd pick it out of the ground, you might brush off some of the dirt, but there's little microorganisms that are beneficial to your gut. Soil-based probiotics may actually make up the majority of the probiotics in our gut, and they're very, very essential to us. I know this might sound hard to believe because it sounds like eating dirt is good for us, and I'm not telling you to go eat handfuls of dirt, but I'm telling you to go outside, be exposed to more of the earth, be exposed to the soil. That's why it's so important for our kids to run around and play outside in nature, and try to eat some foods that came from outside with no pesticides. And yes, washed it in water, but don't ultra scrub it with all of these chemicals and a toothbrush getting all of the dirt and then peeling it. That's unnecessary. Our bodies are meant and actually need soil-based probiotics. This is gonna do wonders for your gut. #3 is introducing prebiotics. Prebiotics are different than probiotics. The probiotics are the living bacteria or organisms. Prebiotics is the fibers in which those probiotics or organisms feed and thrive off of. So a lot of the bad bacteria feed off of sugars, high fructose corn syrup, all of this nonsense, genetically modified organisms that can't be broken down by your natural digestive system. That's why you have an overgrowth or imbalance of bad bacteria. Now that we've introduced good bacteria and eliminated a lot of the bad bacteria by eliminating processed foods, we need to give the good bacteria something to feed, thrive, and multiply off of, and these are prebiotics. The prebiotic rich foods are fibers from fruits, vegetables, dark chocolate, oats, as long as it's glyphosate free. You want to get something organic, I would see if it's glyphosate tested. Oats can be a great source as well. And a bonus tip is going to be to avoid tap water, which contains chlorine. They put it in the water to keep us safe. However, the levels are pretty high, and this can kill a lot of the good bacteria that we have just built up. Also, avoid antibiotics unless it's a life-threatening situation. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you not to take your medication, but I would look very carefully before just taking an antibiotic because you have a cold. And also avoid low-quality meats, as these contain a lot of antibiotics. So we are what we eat. You might think, I've never been on an antibiotic in my life, yet you're eating a lot of chicken and beef that has been pumped with antibiotics, and this is actually going to show up in your system and continue to do damage in your body. If you can focus on eliminating the processed foods, antibiotics, implementing probiotics, implementing prebiotics into your body, your gut and your happiness is going to greatly improve. I speculate this will solve 90% of the problem. But before you just doubt me, go ahead, try it for 2 weeks and comment how you feel. In an upcoming video, I'm gonna be exposing more of Big Pharma and Big Food's secrets and lies that are designed to keep you suppressed, along with the psychological war, that other 10% of your happiness, the war on your purpose, the war on your mission, and this lone wolf idea that is being pushed on men, separating tribes, keeping you isolated, broken, and unhappy. If you found this information helpful, be a part of the movement. Like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, and comment, because information like this is suppressed every single day. And if you're searching for more natural solutions because you're struggling with depression, anxiety, one of the top reasons of depression in men is low testosterone. I have an entire course, it's 100% free, on natural testosterone optimization for men. It focuses on a similar battle plan as this video, eliminating everything that is disrupting your natural testosterone production, and then reintroducing every tool that we can use to boost your body's natural production. I've spent the past 15 years in my athletic and business careers working with the top individuals, seeking truth and understanding how to naturally boost testosterone levels. And I've witnessed across the world how badly low testosterone in men has affected society as a whole. And that's why I've put together this entire training and give it out completely free. The link is in the description. I will see you in there. It is time to fight back. And if you're looking to contact me or work with me on a one-to-one, case-to-case, customized basis, I do offer limited one-on-one training. There's an application in the description to see if we're a good fit for each other. Everything I just mentioned is linked in the description. I am honored to fight with you side by side in this war against our health. Keep your head up, implement everything I just taught you in this video, become biochemically happy again. We're gonna focus on purpose, mission, and I will see you in the next video.